So check this out, right? My mentor once told me, if your habits from yesterday were to be displayed on the news today, would you be proud? Something to think about. Our habits, my habits, your habits, reveal who we are and what our trajectory is going to lead to. I believe there are 3 key habits that you and I can apply in our lives right now. And I believe that is self-control, positivity, and intentionality. Very powerful stuff. I've been applying these key principles in my life for several years now, and I've seen my life improve. And let's start with self-control. I believe with self-control there comes discipline. If you're someone like myself who goes to the gym, you can find yourself being tired, not wanting to go, right? Maybe you had a long day at work. You're mentally exhausted, you're physically exhausted, and you don't want to go. In moments like that, it's probably in your best interest to go, because that's where discipline kicks in. And I genuinely believe this, those are your best workouts. When you don't feel like going and you still get after it. And when the outcome of that, once you get out of the gym, you feel great, you feel refreshed, and you feel good about yourself, right? Same thing goes for anything you're battling with self-control. Whether you may be struggling with lust, maybe you're struggling with anger, to have more patience. Maybe you're struggling with food. A lot of these things all require self-control. And to my gentlemen out there, this video is for you guys, and it's actually for everyone who is watching. If you're struggling with lust and you go to a gym, because we're gonna see it anywhere we go, whether we're out in public or we're in a gym environment, do you think it's in your best interest to be looking at something that you shouldn't? Let's be real, we live in a world of wickedness, and not everyone dresses modestly. Let's be real, not everyone does. If you see a woman at the gym who's maybe not wearing something that's very appropriate, do you think it's a good idea for your eyes to be trained on that? Or your eyes should be focused and on the mission, and that's to get after it? And again, this goes for ladies too, because I know there's a woman out there who also struggle with lust. We need to build a covenant with our eyes, that we need to have the self-control to not look. We know it's there, but we need to also understand, like, if I look, I might be tempted to temptations of the world, and that's how you fall into lust. Listen, I'm not perfect by any means, but I realize that once I don't focus on those things, even though they're there, the enemy can't attack me, because my eyes are trained on God, because I know this is what my flesh wants and not what the Lord wants. Maybe you're struggling with alcohol. You think it's a good idea, if you're out in public with some friends in a social gathering, do you think it's a good idea to maybe have a beer? It's probably not, because that's something you want to be delivered from, right? Maybe it's best to say, no thank you. And there's going to be people who are going to peer pressure you. And that's where discipline kicks in. You say no. You don't have to do it in a negative way. Just say, no thank you, I'm good, I appreciate it. And you don't have to explain yourself. And with food, maybe you do enjoy food. I love food. But sometimes we can say no to those appetizers. We don't need it. Maybe we just need that, main course. So that being said, I'd like to move on to key point number 2, and it's positivity. It says in the book of James, chapter 3, about taming the tongue. And how can we do evil with the tongue, and how can we do good and praise with the tongue? You can't have both. It's the same way when you wake up in the morning, you have a choice to A, be positive, or B, be negative. I'm picking team A. And it's gonna be a battle. I genuinely mean that. Some days you might not get the best sleep, but you have a choice to make. You have a choice to be the light for yourself and for others. I genuinely believe that when we experience adversity and tribulation, because we're always gonna experience some challenge, that we have a choice to look at the outcome in a positive way, because there will be growth. And just applying those little key principles and to find positivity in those little things, you see how you chip away at the negativity as it goes down. Like for me, myself, I'm going on deployment. I can either have a choice to be either negative about it and be pessimistic, man, I hate deployment, X, Y, and Z, or I can be positive about it. Like, you know what? God sent me on a mission here for a reason. And it's to do good, maybe to be a light for other people. But even for myself, maybe he's trying to train me or teach me something that I can apply in my life later on that I may be able to share with others that I've been through so they don't have to go through it. You see the difference? There are gonna be plenty of scenarios where the outcome may be negative, but you have the choice to turn that around a 180 degree. I was gonna say 360, but you're just gonna go back to the same position. And that being said, let's get to point number 3. And that point is to live a life with intention. These devices here are a jail. And the more apps we download, whether that may be YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all these social media platforms, not saying they're bad, but we can find ourselves on it, doom scrolling, falling to the abyss. And we might be doing that in front of people and we don't know. Especially in front of our friends when we're out to dinner. Maybe you're with your partner and you're distracted. We need to live a life with more intention, being present in the moment, because you and I, all of us have a purpose in this world. And listen, there is a time and place to be on your phone. Maybe you just want to decompress, you're just sitting down, catching up. There's nothing wrong about that. That's not what I'm saying. But when you allow this device to operate your life, you're not living a life with purpose. And my men out there, we're not called to be idle. We're called to be the working man and getting things done. And that's the truth. Laziness is not a thing in my books. And I want to share that with you guys because we all, like I said, we all have a purpose to live. And if you haven't figured it out yet, you have a choice to make, like I said, with being positive. God, I don't know what mission you have me on in my life right now and my season I'm in, but I have my trust in you that you're going to lead me to somewhere great. And I'm gonna live my life with intention. I'm gonna go to the gym with intention and get after it. I'm gonna read scripture with intention. I'm gonna read this book that is gonna help me personally grow and be intentional about it. Not just reading it just to read it to check off the list, but reading a book to find a message where this can apply to my life. And that can be with anything. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, those are 3 key points I wanted to highlight. Self-control, positivity, and intentionality. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked the video. Please leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe, leave a comment, and share with a friend. I definitely believe there's value in this video. And this won't be my last video, but thank you for watching.